For full disclosure, we received a copy of this game for review purposes from terminal.io. Hello, this is Tim at Wembembo on everything and also from the Game Club pod. Welcome to another episode of DLC, where this time I'll be taking a look at Blazblue Entropy Effect, a 2D roguelike action platformer developed and published by 91 Act and licensed by Arc System Works. Mwah, love you lads. This game came out for iOS, Android and PC. It went into early access on the 15th of August 2023 with a full release date of February 14th, 2024. To briefly run through the synopsis of this game: enjoy action-packed, flashy combat with incredibly satisfying combos and responsive controls, numerous characters each with completely unique playstyles and loads of unlockable moves and upgrades. This action roguelike sets the bar for fluid, fast-paced action. Enter a world where the real and the false are intertwined and dangerous. Explore deeply again and again the wharf under the neon light, the desolate and dilapidated ruins, the mysterious natural laboratory. Several worlds with different styles are waiting to be discovered. There's not only unknown enemies, but also hidden stories. Accept the baptism of battle, become a stronger self, and evolve from the chaos. Blazblue is a series that I've been playing since Blazblue Continuum Shift in 2009 on the Xbox 360, and at the time, I didn't get it. I wasn't massively into fighting games at that point in my life, and so I put it down fairly quickly. And when I started to play fighting games more regularly, I picked up Blazblue Central Fiction in 2016, and by this time I better understood what I was doing with fighting games and as a whole had an absolute blast with the series. The insane lore, the varied movesets, wild character designs that have stayed with me for years. Everyone from Ragnar the Blood Edge, who's literally an analogue for Soul Bad Guy in Guilty Gear, Hazuma's cocky attitude and wild setups, Hackerman for his non-traditional sword fighter techniques, Rachel the stoic vampire with the cartoon cat umbrella, and Noelle the dancing gun wielder specialising in gun kata martial arts. The point I'm trying to make is there's a ton of variety in the characters in Blazblue, and I'm really pleased to say that this translates very well to Entropy Effect. Entropy Effect sees you playing as a robot known as Acer, who is a participant in the Acer program, designed to train robots by completing challenges by, quote, mind training, which is completing levels and fighting bosses. At which point you upload your data to the system via another robot called IO, who's a bit like a robot overseer who's there to keep you on the right path and look over your progress. And there's definitely nothing sinister happening while all this is going on. Running these mind training exercises sees you playing as one of 11 Evo types, which are the various fighters from the Blazblue series. If I were to compare the main gameplay loop to anything, I'd have to look at games like Dead Cells, Metroid Dread, The Messenger, to an extent, old school Ninja Gaiden. Fast-paced combat, heavy focus on combos and utilization of tools that you unlock through leveling up, and the neatest system of all, you can store your favourite elemental upgrades within these characters. Then, on the subsequent runs, you can merge your selected character with two other previously played characters from prior runs, and so you can retain their elemental upgrades to pick them up where they left off. For example, I really enjoyed this effect with the ice element, where whenever I would dash, it would leave an area of ice where if an enemy touched it, they would freeze or be slowed down, depending on the size of the enemy. Pretty nice as a standard, but you can get really modular and start connecting this with like poison spells, for example, that you might have picked up on your run, or even just different battle techniques that you've unlocked for your selected character. I noted the combo focus. This isn't like a fighting game though with combos. You don't need to do the typical fighting game inputs. It's more of a focus on button combinations, combining the tools that you've picked up along the way to make your attacks much more versatile and just satisfying to watch after a tough battle. It's got a really well thought out, intricate combat system, along with beautiful scenery, great enemy design that makes for a really enjoyable experience. I think my only downside was the music, in that I don't think it was particularly memorable when I normally love Blazblue's soundtrack. If you're at all interested in Blazblue and want to see how the series performs as a roguelike, give it a go. Blazblue is no stranger to exploring other genres, everything from visual novels to pachinko machines to RPGs to their 4 mainline fighting games, 5 if you count Cross Tag Battle. By the way, give Cross Tag Battle a go, it's actually kind of fun for the most part. But the thing that I really like is the translation and utilization of these characters. But I think 91 Actors really struck something here, and it's great to see the characters shine in this space. In what would typically be a one-on-one fighter, you instead go after waves and waves and waves of enemies through these beautiful environments until you end up fighting mainstay series bosses like Susanoo or Arakune. It's really cool to see them utilized like that. On the other side of that coin, if you really enjoy roguelikes, give this a go. It's fast, it's satisfying, it's beautiful, and most importantly, it's really bloody fun. I'm Tim, at Wenbembo on everything, and I'll see you next time for a smaller installment of DLC.